Season 9, top 8. Let's go.
Pick your poison.
Alright, so they started off the night with a group dance. I don't actually know who the choreographer was. I ended up catching it. I started it a little bit late, guys, today. I missed it. I'm a real person, you know? I make mistakes sometimes. So I ended up watching it on YouTube like that, but didn't write it in the description. So I still don't know who the choreographer is. If you know, let me know. I'll add a little blurb on that. But I thought in the end, it was an intriguing group dance. It got me into it. I didn't know if I really liked it. I still don't know. Maybe I have to watch it more. But it was interesting. The judges were Nigel, Mary, and Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Jesse, if there can be a Jesse on the panel, I'm happy it's him because at least he's funny. But I mean, they should have 2 Jessies on the panel. Just saying. Witney and Twitch started off the night with a Luther Brown hip-hop. Luther Brown is a Canadian choreographer. He always does them for So You Think That's Canada. He's a little bit more rugged, more street hip-hop, and they don't normally have that on the US version. So it was kind of nice to see, again, Luther Brown. So, yeah. Witney, I wasn't too impressed. The judges seemed to love it. I wasn't too into it. I thought she could have done better. She wasn't hard-hitting enough. She's wearing these weird pants. So I wasn't a huge fan. I thought the routine was good, and it was a breath of fresh air after all the hip-hop routines we've seen this season, but it could have been better. Cole and Allison were next, and they danced a Sonya Tayeh contemporary piece, and this is what I've been waiting for all season. A piece that gets me excited, a piece that keeps me on edge. And this piece was perfect. Allison, I mean, holy, what a fantastic performance. I totally believed it. It was about like a woman who was completely in love with this heartless man. And it was just so good. I loved it. There were so many things in this. She was upside down at one point and she stopped and posed, and you know how Sonya's pieces are. But oh my gosh, this piece is probably my favorite so far of this entire season. So I've been waiting for it. I got chills. First time I got chills in so long, and I was so happy to see it. Thank you so much. Eliana and Ryan were next. They danced Jonathan Roberts' Quickstep routine, and the Quickstep is a piece that nobody wants to get because, I mean, it's like the kiss of death on the show. So, but Eliana embraced the kiss and started making out with the Quickstep. It was so good. It was such a good Quickstep. I thought it was different. He added a little bit of a storyline to it. It was nice, and she just, like I said, embraced it. She totally went with it. The performance on her end was so good. It was good to see Ryan too, and I just really enjoyed this one. I really liked it. Lindsay and Alex Wong were next. They danced a jazz piece choreographed by Sonya, and it was to Somebody I Used to Know. Somebody. Everybody knows the song. Either you like it, or you think it's overplayed too much. I really like it still because I don't listen to the radio, so I listen to it on my own. I like it. I don't get sick of songs that way, so I liked it. I was excited that this was a song that they were using in the dance, but I almost feel like it overwhelmed them. I was kind of paying attention more to the music than I was to the dance. I thought there was some good musicality in this dance, and I thought they danced it well, but I do agree with the judges when they say the chemistry wasn't really there. I don't know what you can do. I mean, they had all the dance moves down. They just needed to work on the chemistry, so sorry. Will and Lauren were next. They danced a Christopher Scott hip-hop piece. And Christopher Scott tends to be a lot lighter with his routines, so I almost feel like it was better suited for Will. I thought this was good. I really liked the choreography, but I did feel like Will needed to finish his movements more. Sometimes I feel like he just kind of doesn't go all the way. He needs to kind of go all the way. But it was nice to see a serious side of him. Lauren was that part in his brain that kind of like says, no, don't give up, you know. I thought she was really good in this too. There was really good moments in this, and I thought it was a sweet, kind of cute piece, and I liked it. I thought it was good. Cyrus and Melanie Moore, winner of season 8, were next. They danced a jazz piece choreographed by Mandy Moore, and this piece I felt was so easy. Like, it was on very easy. It was just, you know, comparing this to Allison and Cole's routine from earlier in this episode, there's no comparison. I really felt like I could do Cyrus's role in this piece. It was just like, what? How is this the same show? I just didn't get it. It's not Dancing with the Stars. It felt like Cyrus was a guy who didn't know how to dance, and he's partnered with Melanie, the girl who knows how to dance, and it's like, you know, I don't like that show because I don't like watching bad people dance. It's just why I don't like the show, and it feels like that with Cyrus, you know? It just drives me nuts. I'm getting to my breaking point. And to see dancers go before him is just so annoying. Just because I know that they're so talented, and it's not fair. I find that it's not fair. And I don't want to dislike Cyrus again. I really don't. But I mean, he's likable. But just because he's likable, the judges, their critiques make no sense. And why don't you just next season get 20 likable people and put them on the show? Because who cares if they're with Dancing with the All-Stars, I guess, you know? It's just, I can't do it anymore. Chehon and Anya were next. They danced a tango piece choreographed by Miriam and Leonardo, and I was really entranced by this piece. I felt like I was just watching it. My entire house was watching, and I was like, what's gonna go on? Because we were so, like, into it. And it was just such a good piece. I really liked it. I love a good tango. I thought Anya was so good in this. I thought the chemistry was believable. And for Chehon, who's never really done a tango, I mean, wow. It's just, that's what I like to see. It's just great. I thought it was sultry. I thought they had a good chemistry. It was just a nice, great tango. Thank you for that. Thank you. After watching Cyrus's jazz. Tiffany and Tayeh went next to dance a Mandy Moore contemporary piece, and of course Mandy Moore is going to choose The Power of Love as a song for a dance that she choreographs, because oh my gosh, she just chooses such corny old music all the time. It's expected of you now, Mandy Moore. Surprise me once in a while, you know? Anyways, Tiffany looked like she weighed a feather in this, and Tayeh is such a good partner, super strong, very reliable, and there were some really good things thrown in this. It was a great contemporary piece. I did find that, I mean, a lot of the contemporary pieces look the same, so it's hard to differentiate them, you know? It's hard to, like, some of them just always look the same. They start to blend together and all kind of like, you know? But nothing to take away from the dance. It was a good dance. I think Tiffany kind of proved to me why she's in the competition, but no buts, you know? It's just, it kind of looks like a lot of generic contemporary routines, but I just like to see stuff that's different now, you know? It's season 9. They all danced solos tonight. I liked Eliana and Chehon's the best. They just stood out, not just because they're ballet, they're just my favorites. I liked Cole's. I expected more of Cyrus. Witney's wasn't very good. I thought Lindsay's was unique. But anyways, bottom two girls, Lindsay and Witney, and bottom two guys, Cole and Will. And Cyrus squeaks by once again. You know, it's just irks me so much. Anyways, they unfortunately let go Lindsay, who I like better than Witney, but clearly the judges don't. And they let go Will, who is super likable and such a nice guy, and just, he's good. He's a good dancer, and they had to let him go because, I mean, Cole's really good too, and it just sucks to see these guys go before people who are gonna remain nameless. Okay, you guys, that's it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this episode of my review. Like, subscribe if you haven't. You know the drill. You've seen it before. I don't have to tell you all the time. But yeah, see you next week, guys. Peace!